Let's bring in Chief White House Correspondent James Rosen to give us a little bit more on that Harris NBC interview everyone's talking about. James.
Katrina and Bob, good afternoon to you. In that sit-down with Hallie Jackson of NBC News, conducted here in Washington yesterday, the vice president appeared reluctant to discuss the great investments that both campaigns have made in legal talent, to challenge results, to launch recounts and initiate other proceedings in the battle that will first commence on Election Day.
We've got 2 weeks to go, and I'm very much grounded in the present in terms of the task at hand, and we will deal with election night and the days after as they come, and we have the resources and the expertise and the focus on that as well.
So you have teams ready to go? Is that what you're saying? Are you thinking about that as a possibility?
Of course.
Ms. Harris also reaffirmed that hers would not be a continuation of the Biden presidency. She acknowledged that grocery prices remain too high. Quote, "The voters know it. I know it." But the vice president refused to acknowledge any cognitive decline on the part of the man she replaced atop the Democratic ticket.
Can you say that you were honest with the American people about what you saw in those moments with President Biden as you were with him again and again, repeatedly in that time?
Of course. Joe Biden is an extremely accomplished, experienced, and capable in every way that anyone would want if they're president.
And you never saw anything like what happened at the debate night behind closed doors with him?
It was a bad debate. People have bad debates. He is absolutely.
But that's the reason why you're here, and he's not running for the top of the ticket.
Well, you'd have to ask him if that's the only reason why.
What do you think?
I am running for president of the United States. Joe Biden is not.
The vice president grew cagey when she was asked about her declaration of support back in 2019 for gender-affirming surgery to be provided on demand and at taxpayer expense to detained immigrants and federal prisoners.
Do you believe that transgender Americans should have access to gender-affirming care in this country?
I believe we should follow the law. I mean, I think you're probably pointing to the fact that Donald Trump's campaign has spent tens of millions of dollars.
They're trying to define you on this.
Yes,
I'm asking you to define yourself, though. Just broadly speaking, what is your value? Do you believe they should have that access?
I believe that people, as the law states, even on this issue about federal law, that is a decision that doctors will make in terms of what is medically necessary. I'm not going to put myself in the position of a doctor.
Ms. Harris also told Jackson that if elected, she would not make compromises with Republicans, such as carving out religious exemptions, in order to secure passage of legislation that would restore the abortion protections of Roe v. Wade. Katrina and Bob.
James Rosen from the White House lawn. Always appreciate it. Okay, let's